Right. Alright, let's do it. It's fresh air on a podcast. Taking a little stroll, get my mind free of all distractions. Maintaining that balance every day with meditation has helped me along the way. So I hope you can hear me clearly. There's a message I was received just a moment ago. It's, there's driftwood that goes down the stream, right? And it kind of gets caught up on the dam over here. Now, it's kind of a metaphor, if speaking, that are you that driftwood and get stuck in the past, stuck in motion, stuck in your misery, or stuck in something just not working. You take that moment to look at it and say, well, let's not be that driftwood. Let's be a little more, let's be the water that flows through everything. You know what I'm saying? Let's be the water that flows. The water that flows gives life to everything. Every community you've ever been to has to have a source of water, right? That goes way back into ancient time. Water is a profound blessing that we have right in front of us. It waters our grass, it waters our trees, it waters our flowers, our sunflowers. It waters the butterflies, it waters everything. It waters everything around you. Now, in certain parts of the world, of course, you have sand, desert. That's another one. Are you regular sand where rain could come upon and you can plant a seed and it'll eventually turn into something? Or are you that quicksand that swallows up as a person that takes in everybody else's to feel whole? Takes in everybody else's problems so you can feel alive. Sometimes our misery isn't good enough. We got to have other misery, and we go looking at other people's stuff. And we start figuring out their misery. We start feeling a certain way because we start realizing that vibrations and energy is a source of emotion and well-being. Your flow in life. Oh, I'm feeling good today, but it's still on the back of my mind. I'm praying for all the Israel situation. I wish I could man that. I wish I could man that operation right now. It's not always weapons that makes things happen. Sometimes it needs that leader to step up and voice your goddamn point. We can't sit back and be silenced from our purpose. The word is like a sword. Stand strong, steadfast in your beliefs of God. Jesus, the Almighty, the one that saved me many, many times in my life, where I had nobody else but Him. Pulled me out. I'm alive today because of Him, and I owe my respect for Him. So moving forward, that's all I'm about. I'm living in the vast essence of light. I can go into different realms because I'm protected. I have the discernment and understanding that I could go into a situation in a different realm and see it. I could see the demons, I could see all the other things going on too. But my soul and my purpose and my divine spirit can dictate and understand the differences between all those different realms. That over this holy land, no longer will we be plagued by demonic entities where people are literally doing sacrifices to do witchcraft over land that no holy will come over certain places. You know, the food outages and terrorist entities, if they only knew that the power that they are putting out, you're not you're actually in the presence of God. You're trying to play God by putting hexes on people or things like that, demonic intentions. So what you put out into the universe, you're going to get back. I don't know who told you different. They forgot to tell you that chapter in witchcraft. That if you keep going with that demonic and you think you're the karmic and you're giving it to people that deserve it, no. No longer we're going to have that issue. Hear me. The truth will set you free. People are aware of tactics used against humanity, and they are starting to believe that there is another realm out there. One that people have been blind to because, you know, if you believe in God, you also have to believe in the demonic entities too. To every positive thing in the world, there's going to be a negative, right? Unfortunately, that's like that silver lining. So you gotta, if you're going into this, I want to find God, you're going to have to do your shadow work. You have to rid yourself of all those demonic vibrations that your body and your thought process and your core beliefs and everything. And I told you basically in my past studies or teachings is you can focus yourself in the moment and you could be your best self. You can find the silence of your brain, your thoughts, and you could actually start feeling like you have more control, even without any help of any drugs or narcotics or whatever you use normally to cover up. You got to start learning to also take that out of your life. The distractions that you use to get away from your emotions that you're running from. It's like putting a Band-Aid on. It's not going to heal. You're just stopping the bleeding right now. That's it. That bleeding is going to continue if you don't work on it. So when you do have issues that happen in your life, it's not monumental, oh my gosh, catastrophic, because you weren't ready for that. And some people struggle with the smallest things in life, like getting out of bed, or actually feeling good about, you know, having some food, eating some nourishing food, having some meditation, feeling solace in their moment. See, the problem is, for me, is I had to get past my own difficulties, my setbacks, my past experiences that have been clouding me to see the light. I had to literally sacrifice myself to believing that a power greater than myself and the faith that has been instilled in me to believe. And once you do that, you can start feeling this opportunity to change your life as we know it. I don't care what religion you're in, you will find it that the light, the truth, is only through the divine light. That any teachers and leaders know what I'm talking about. But we also have to understand you got to know what you're going against, what you're seeing, what you're doing. Anything that happens in your life, you got to realize there's probably something you're doing. You know, you got to think about it. If you're doing something good for the world, guarantee you're going to have some pushback. That's just the fact of life. You put out good messages in people's comment section, you will probably have people that, you know, are hate. Because they're coming from a hate chakra. They're not coming from a peaceful chakra. Because if you catch them on a better day, I guarantee they would have read it differently. And they would have felt that me do whatever comment. I'm never out to get nobody. I only say what's the truth anyways, but I don't try to open people's issues. I don't try to, but naturally that's just what I do. Because I give you something to work with. Start to think about things, because it's not easy just getting there, okay? I want to get that straight. It's not an overnight sensation where you can all of a sudden, I'm God, I got God. No, it doesn't. You can start the process. It takes years. For me, it took me years, but everybody's journey is different. Everybody's life experiences are different, but they all have the same result. The light, the truth, the divine wholeness that you possess. It gives you that opportunity to live your life your best. Your relationships with people around you, the people you talk to, the people you have honest conversations with. There's no turning around and trying to manipulate or nothing. This is truth. So if you can be there in that moment, it's not an impossible task to find God. to find your purpose in life. The peacefulness that comes with everything you do, you will know. You'll feel good about getting up in the morning. You'll feel good about getting on that recording. You'll feel good about making some music. Even when you're in your shadow work, feeling down, that's the best time, because you now can get through that, work through it, hold that emotion in, so then somebody else can probably learn from it. Makes sense, right? That's why you always still, no matter what, you want to at least show that you're trying. But yeah, you might have some setbacks. That's where the understanding has to come. Setbacks always are part of life. Life is not easy. Empires never got built on just easy, okay? They didn't build Rome in one day. They didn't rule the world 1300s just like that, or the whole land in just a couple, you know what I'm saying? And so today's society, with everything happening, with all this disinformation, it incites people to go against their norm. It's almost like the world is in a drought of holiness. A drought. There's no hope, there's no direction, there's no feel of sense of purpose. So people act a certain way. And if everybody's a follower, which unfortunately that is, everybody goes with the lead of the pack, well, let's divert that pack to start realizing that there's a better way. With the hands of time, the test of time, you will know that your sermons and everything you do is the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. That I'm not faking this. I am blessed to be in the predicament I am with feeling God and everything around me. To be able to see things with discernment, to understand my purpose. To make sure that everything that I do is not, you know what I'm saying? It's not crazy, it's actually the truth. So if I talk on an anger issue, or if I talk about things, that's my ego coming in, and I apologize. I'm working on it, trust me. I think it's been a week now. The big shift happened, I think 4 days ago. I didn't want to brag about it, but yeah. The shift was me literally having all my baggage and everything I was laying out to God and laid it out for Him. And guess what? He took that off me, and so there was like a empty, clean slate feeling, because I was talking about the plate being cleaned off. What's on your plate so you can receive God, His blessings? What's on your plate so you can receive? You got moldy stuff on there still sitting there from a long time ago? There you go. Yeah. Take it easy. Everything's going to work out as long as you believe and have faith and start building that hope within yourself that you do deserve to feel the freedom. You guys all know I love you. And a lot of people are like, how can you hate enemies? They always say, keep your enemies close, your enemies closer. But when you get to a certain point, you don't have to look at them. You don't have to watch them or nothing. Your personality and who you represent will just automatically do the work for you. You don't have to fake it. You don't have to lie about it. You don't have to pretend. It's truth. God bless you, and the ones that find that my sermons and everything I talk about is helpful and positive, or helps you get in a direction or a little hurdle you can get through. I hope that every time I speak, I give you something that you can pass on to others too. Because what we're going through right now is the biggest point in our lives. Society needs leaders to step up. So, God bless all of you. Have a good one.